Part 7 of 9, we are going to name aldehyde, okay? Part 7 of 9, we are going to name aldehyde. We're still on grade 12 organic chemistry, okay? So, the functional group for aldehyde is a formyl group, okay? The functional group for aldehyde is a formyl group. This is the formyl group. You have a carbon atom bonded to the oxygen atom by a double bond, and the same carbon atom is bonded to the hydrogen. Okay, so the formula for this functional group is written as CHO. Okay, CHO. Okay, and the formyl group will always be at the starting or terminal part of the chain, depending on how the chain is drawn. Okay, we are going to see that in the examples. And when numbering the chain of aldehydes, the carbon atom of the formyl group will always be put as carbon number 1. Okay, when numbering the chain of aldehydes, the carbon atom of the formyl group, this carbon atom, right? The carbon atom of the formyl group, this carbon atom will always be put as carbon number 1. Okay, we are going to see that. So, example number 1, write down the IUPAC name of the following compound. This is the compound. And example number 2, write down the IUPAC name of the following compound. Right, this is the compound. Okay, so we have 2 examples. We are going to name these compounds according to the IUPAC system. Okay, so to name aldehyde, you have to use the following. Okay, so 1, find the longest continuous carbon chain that contains the formyl group. Okay, remember the formyl group is the functional group for aldehydes. Okay, and second, number the chain to put the carbon atom of the formyl group as 1. Okay, and 3, always name the branches first if branches are present, and 4, name the chain or parent chain last. Okay, now we can start with example number 1. Okay, example number 1, write down the IUPAC name of the following compound. This is the compound. You have to identify the formyl group because we are dealing with aldehyde. Okay, the formyl group is this. Can you see? You have the carbon atom bonded to the oxygen atom by a double bond, and the same carbon atom is bonded to the hydrogen atom. So this is the formyl group. Okay, this is the formyl group. So this will be carbon number 1. Okay, find the longest continuous carbon chain that contains the formyl group. Okay, the formyl group is this. You have to start from this carbon atom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the longest continuous carbon chain that contains the formyl group is made up of 6 carbon atoms. Okay, you can see that. So this will be carbon number 1. Okay, number the chain to put the carbon atom of the formyl group as 1. So this is 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the parent chain is made up of 6 carbon atoms. This is your branch, which is known as methyl. Okay, you can see that from the table. When you have the branch made up of 1 carbon atom, the branch is known as methyl. Okay, methyl. So this branch is known as a methyl. Now, after you are done numbering, now you can start with naming. Okay, let me do this. When you are done with numbering, now you can start with naming. Okay, always name the branches first if branches are present. You have 1 branch. Okay, you have 1 branch on carbon number 4. Okay, so you are going to have 4 methyl. Okay, on carbon number 4, you have a methyl. So you are done naming the branch. Okay, now you are going to name the chain or the parent chain. The parent chain is made up of 6 carbon atoms. Okay, you are going to use the prefix hexane. Okay, hexane when the parent chain is made up of 6 carbon atoms, you are going to use the prefix hexane, okay? And you are going to follow this with the suffix al, okay? Al, you have hexanal, so you don't have to specify where your formal group is, okay? Because we know when we are naming aldehydes, the formal group will always be at carbon number 1. For that reason, we are not going to specify in the name, okay? Now, we are done with example number 1. Let's see example number 2. Write down the IUPAC name of the following compounds. Okay, we are going to use the IUPAC system to name the following compound. Okay, so as always, find the longest continuous carbon chain that contains the formal group. Okay, the formal group is the functional group for aldehydes. Okay, so this is the formal group, right? This part. Now you know that this is an aldehyde, okay, because of this. So find the longest continuous carbon chain that contains the formal group. This is the formal group. The longest will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Number the chain to put the carbon atom of the formal group as carbon number 1. Okay. This is the carbon atom of the formal group. So this will be carbon number 1. Always, the carbon atom of the formal group will always be your carbon number 1. Okay, and from that, now you have 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the parent chain is made up of 5 carbon atoms. Okay, you can see. So after you are done numbering, now you are going to name. Always name the branches first if branches are present. You don't have any branch. You can see that. Okay. After that, name the chain or parent chain last. So the parent chain is made up of 5 carbon atoms. You are going to use the prefix pentane, right? You can see that from the table. You have to memorize this table. 5 carbon atoms, pentane. Okay, pentane, right? And you are going to follow this name with the suffix al. Okay, al, this suffix al. So you have to write it like this without showing where your formal group is. We know that the formal group is always at carbon number 1. Okay, for that reason, you don't have to specify. So the name is pentanal. Okay, pentanal. Okay, so we are done with part 7 of 9. Please check for part 8 of 9, which is going to be on carboxylic acid. Okay, for now we are done. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.